Hi, Leo. Welcome to your monthly reading for September 2025. If you're new here, welcome. My name is Laura, aka Baby Curl Tarot. I'm a tarot reader, astrologer, and root worker, and I love doing monthly readings for all the zodiac signs here on YouTube, as well as some other fun content over on TikTok and Instagram. I'm going to go ahead and jump right on into your reading. Keep in mind this is a general message, so whatever comes up, comes up. And please also remember to not force a message to fit your specific situation. If it's not resonating, if it's not hitting, that's okay. It may just be another message for another Leo. All right, let's get into it. Spiritual team, Untamed Elemental. What messages do you have for the Leo collective at this time? What messages do you have for the Leo collective at this time? What do we got for the Leos? What's going on? Okay, we have Moth. Interesting. And at the bottom of the deck, we have Elephant. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and read from the guidebook on these. It is a newer deck for me, and I don't have all these memorized, and these are super in-depth, so I want to make sure I'm getting you guys the full message of what you guys need to hear. All right, Moth whispers for you to trust your knowing, even if others wish to persuade you of different realities. Like Moth, our clairvoyance flies through the night of ignorance and forgetting, headed wholeheartedly toward illumination, toward the light of truth. You will know whether you are experiencing authentic clairvoyance when you become still and allow the information to permeate your entirety, finding that it is validated by the coherent agreement of your body, heart, and mind. While the truth may cause you to stretch, which can sometimes be uncomfortable, it always feels like a move towards authentic liberation. Okay, I like it. Let's get into the elephant. All right, Majestic Elephant is a reminder that more than one thing can be true. She asks you to validate your wild, dynamic, creative desires while also honoring your fears. She wants you to set aside linear thinking and welcome support from your ancestors. She courts you to honor two seemingly opposing truths with the same degree of respect. Free yourself from seeing the world through a binary lens and allow the fullness of your complexity to pour forth. This radical act of self-acceptance removes the obstacles that might have once seemed insurmountable. It opens the door to miracles. Most importantly, it paves the way to your wholeness. I like that a lot. For me, and this has been a theme for a lot of the readings this month, is getting out of your own head and also getting rid of preconceived notions about success, relationships, yourself, society, rules, laws, whatever, insert thing here, whatever it is that you are going through a transition with. And I think a lot of you guys are in a period where you're trying to pursue something that may feel either unattainable or may feel like, I don't know, there is a certain way to go about it. And Spirit wants you to kind of switch your mindset, because I think there's more than one way to achieve whatever it is that you're pursuing. And you guys are kind of getting in your own way. But let's get into the tarot and see what messages come up for you guys. All right. Spiritual team, Black Tarot, what messages do you have for the Leo collective at this time? What messages do you have for the Leo collective at this time? How many is that? Okay, so I have 2 cards flip out. I'll take those and pull from the rest of the deck. Also, Leos, if you see this video after September 2025, that is okay too. My readings are pretty timeless. Don't think you've missed out on anything. The reading may just needed to find you at a later time when you were aligned with this energy. Okay, let's see. What do we have? So the first 2 cards that flipped out was the 7 of Knives in reverse and the 5 of Baskets. Next, we have the Mother of Knives reversed, High Priestess in reverse, and the 6 of Baskets in reverse. Okay. What's at the bottom of the deck? We have the 4 of Coins. We have the Star card, the Father of Coins in reverse, 6 of Wands, and the Son of Baskets. Yeah, you guys are kind of all over the place. Mentally, I think some of you guys are starting to see the truth behind something or the reality of something with the 7 of Knives in reverse next to the 5 of Baskets. Something related to, I think, some sort of goal or something that you were, again, pursuing, or something that maybe ended and did not end in the way that you expected. Again, for me, this comes back to expectations for you guys. I think some of you guys have this preconceived notion or some sort of expectations about how things should go. And Spirit is trying to basically help you rewire your brain and see that there are multiple paths. There are multiple ways of doing something, achieving something, or being successful at something. And again, take what resonates. Could be relationships, could be business, could be a career, could be, I don't know, creativity, art, Okay, it could be a number of things. But you guys are really, really struggling with this concept. And I think you guys are also resisting either divine guidance, divine intervention, whatever you want to call it here, with the High Priestess in reverse and the Mother of Knives in reverse. The Mother of Knives is actually a super intuitive card to me, because that sword directly connects to source and downloads information. So while this is a logical, very no nonsense type of energy, it can also be extremely intuitive, okay? But this next to this tells me that you guys are not tapping into that intuition, which I think came up in that elephant card. Your spiritual team is trying to get through to you. They're trying to show you something, and you guys are ignoring it, missing the signs, missing the lesson, misunderstanding what's happening, ultimately pushing you farther away from achieving this goal. And the Six of Baskets in reverse definitely tells me like some sort of um, theme or story that you've been taught very, very young, maybe as children. Okay. So there could be child wounds, there could be inner child healing that needs to be done, or just looking back at your childhood and seeing what stories or what information was told to you about this specific type of situation or category of life, area of life, that things need to be like this. And I think a lot of you guys hold on to that as a tradition, as a source of like foundation for how you have gone about life up until this point. Now let's get into the bottom of the deck, because I feel like there's some really good stuff here. Again, if you choose to interact with it, if you choose to hear it out. We have the Four of Coins, which tells me like you guys are just ignoring the signs, ignoring the urges to change, to shift, to grow. But at the same time, it's sitting here right next to the Star card, which is the last pairing I ever want to see on a tarot pull, because the star literally represents your hopes and your dreams. So are you being delusional? Are you ignoring opportunities? Are you ignoring the bigger picture to get you where you want to go with the star card, your bigger goal and dream, because you think it needs to look a very certain way? Because it doesn't look exactly what you pictured it to be when you were younger, or how your parents said it would look, or whatever. You're ignoring it, even though it's literally knocking down your door. It's everything you wish for. Hate that. Hate that for you, friends. Let's not do that. Let's be open to changing. Let's be open to seeing the possibilities. Let's be open to, just maybe approaching things a little bit differently, because ultimately I think you guys can be successful here with the Six of Wands, and this is definitely Leo energy. There's a lot of success that your spiritual team wants to bring you, that wants you to achieve. And you guys are literally like, I mean, the Father of Coins and the Son of Baskets in reverse. Man, you guys are missing out on some things, some really good things. Okay, we're talking love, emotional fulfillment, creative juices, success, stability. Okay, the coins. You're missing out on some good stuff here. And I feel like you guys have done well up to a point, because I have the Mother of Knives, I have the Father of Coins, which tells me if this is like a career thing, you guys have gotten to a pretty decent point in your career or in your professional lives. But there's still something missing for both of these cards to be in the reverse. It's almost like you guys are too hung up on maybe the end goal or what it looks like. Again, with this Father of Coins in reverse, you guys may have certain ethics or values that you've just clung onto and refuse to see the flexibility, or how things can be fluid, or how multiple things can be true at the same time. Not everything is so black and white. That you guys are missing out on opportunities to grow and push yourselves further, and to really elevate yourselves to a whole new level. And not only that, but you guys are also missing, I think, for some of you, okay, not all of you, but Son of Baskets also gives me somewhat of like a more emotional connection or emotional fulfillment aspect of whatever it is that you're trying to achieve, whether, again, this is love, career, professional, whatever. it just feels like you guys are missing out on some, like, almost like, what's the point of all of this? Like, you guys are going through the motions, but you guys are also missing like the emotional connection related to whatever it is that you're pursuing, or some sort of aspect that has a little bit more of like a deeper meaning um, and connection compared to this connection that you already have to whatever this is. I hope that makes sense. It's going to be different for all of you. So I just try to keep the messages very broad. My biggest advice to you, whatever this is, oh my gosh, excuse me, Leos. Whatever this is for you, Leos, try and tune in to what it is your spiritual team is trying to show you. And like I said, it's going to be different for every Leo out there. I'm talking to a collective of Leos. So only you are going to understand what is going on here. If you want a personal reading, I do them. Please DM me on TikTok or Instagram. I will never reach out to you to offer you a personal reading, so please do not get scammed in the comment section or in your DMs, okay? But please reach out to me if you want more information on your personal situation. I would love to help you work through this. But ultimately, this is going to be one of those things where you're going to have to sit and meditate. You're going to have to maybe go to therapy. You're going to maybe have to sit down and do some research, or, you know, read some books or do other things to learn about, you know, how to do X, Y, and Z differently, or what are the benefits of doing X, Y, and Z differently, and how it benefits you and people around you, so on and so forth. Again, very broad. I know I'm trying to keep it, trying to keep the core of the message focused. Okay, Leos, but that is what I'm seeing for you guys. It's a lot more internal work, and I'm seeing that across the board for the majority of the zodiac signs and these readings for September. There's a lot of internal work being done. So I am going to go ahead and close out your reading with a couple of oracle decks, see if we can get some additional messages and maybe advice for you guys. But before I do that, if you want a longer reading in the middle of the month, I offer a bonus reading to the top 3 zodiac signs that engage the most with my content. So if you enjoyed this reading, or if you maybe want a love reading as well, leave a like, leave a comment. The bonus readings are a 2-for-1 special. You get another general message and a love reading on top of that. So if you want that, engage, engage, engage. And again, I appreciate you guys so much for doing so. All right, let's go ahead and get into these final decks and see what else comes up for you guys. Spiritual team, ancestor, spirit, oracle cards. What additional messages do you have for the Leo collective at this time? What additional messages do you have for the Leo collective at this time? Almost jumped. Not today. All right, let's see what we have for the Leos. Upskill, work, career, and crossroads. Well, look at that. There are different ways to do something. And I think upskill is definitely pointing to that. There's something that you guys don't know. You guys are still missing something. Okay. So take that time to do some research, or take a look at what other people are doing in your career or in your profession and see maybe what's missing from their approaches. Spirit wants you to look into this. They want you to dive into this and get curious, get creative. Okay. Next, we have go after your goals. Persist, encourage, and advance. I love this. That's just saying, like, hey, it's not that this thing isn't meant for you. It's just that you need to approach it differently. Love it. And finally, at the bottom of that, we have focus on children, pregnancy, birth, and adoption. Very interesting. So some of you, this could be related to like your parenting approach. Okay, not for all of you. For a lot of you guys, this may more so have to do with like career and professional life, but for some of you, this could have to do with like being a parent or emotionally connecting to your family. For some of you who are maybe pregnant and expecting, maybe there is something that you guys are missing in terms of like child rearing. I don't know, but that card came out for a very specific reason. So for those of you where you feel like you connected with that last card, definitely do some research on parenting and family, and yeah, connecting with your children. That's going to be super important. All right, let's go to the final deck of the reading. Spiritual team, tea leaf fortune cards. What final messages do you have for the Leo collective at this time? What final messages do you have for the Leo collective at this time? Okay, let's go to the other half of the deck. What final messages do you have for the Leo collective at this time? What final messages? Whoa. come here. What final messages do you have for the Leo collective at this time? Okay. We had a few more jump out, so let's go ahead and read those and see what you guys got. What do we have? First, we have the vase, secret admirer. Interesting. Okay, some of you guys could have a secret admirer. You could have somebody that's like watching you too, not in like in a romantic way, but maybe in a professional way. Okay, so people are always watching in your career, in your industry. Some people may be looking for like the next big name in X, Y, and Z, and someone has their eye on you to see what you're gonna do if you're gonna up level, if you're going to level up, I should say, and upskill and take it to the next level. I think someone may be watching and waiting for you to level up. Okay. Next, we have the club. Someone will try to make you do something against your will. Interesting. I did not pick up on that personally. I'm going to come back to that one because I'm not getting anything on that, but let me come back to it. Next, we have March, the month of March. Okay, so the month of March could be significant. This journey could have started in the most recent month of March, or something could be coming to an head in the coming month of March for you guys, depending on when you're seeing this. We have Butterfly, a change for the better. I love that. And I feel like this is just improvements, again, personal improvements. That's going to help you get you where you need to go. We have the Mountain Road. You are on the road to success. I know that's right. I know that's right. What else do we have? The Throne, position of authority. Ooh. Okay, so this could be a secret admirer, could be like your boss who's waiting for you to level up so they can give you a promotion or put you in a position that you've been asking for. Okay. And for this club, I am going to come back to it. Someone who will make you try to do something against your will. I feel like this could be you guys. I feel like this could be you guys pushing you to do something that isn't not in your best interest, trying to force things to fit and to keep doing the same thing over and over again that obviously has not been working out. And for some of you, this could be literally somebody who wants you to do something a certain way. And you guys may be realizing, like, oh, this isn't right. I shouldn't be doing things this way. This is not for me. I need to go about doing things differently. That could be honestly like the aha moment, the light bulb moment, or the straw that broke the camel's back for a lot of you guys, is someone pushing you to do something where you're realizing, oh, I don't want to go down this road. I don't want to do this. No. All right, Leos, that is what I'm seeing for you guys. Please leave a like and a comment if you enjoyed the reading. Maybe share this with another Leo if you feel like it would resonate for them. And don't forget to subscribe if you want to see more videos from me in the future. If you want to see more content from me, I'm also on TikTok and Instagram. You can find my handles below in the description box. Follow me there. You can also DM me there for personal readings if you want to book one with me. As always, thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate the support. I hope you guys, I hope I get to see you guys at the next reading. Excuse me, it's been a long week. I hope I get to see you guys at the next reading. Until then, please take care of yourselves. Stay safe, healthy, and blessed. Bye.